Sarah was heavily pregnant and driving on a busy road when suddenly the world goes black and she faints. In the back seat, her two young girls watching as their car veers onto the wrong side of the road. What those little angels did next would save them all.
They say no family is perfect.
What do you think you'll be like when he gets older and he's running around?
Cheeky.
He'll be pretty cheeky.
But this one comes pretty close. Baby Edward in safe hands with big sisters Ruby, Charlotte and Stella.
Do you have any nicknames for him?
Eddie? Yeah,
Eddie?
it's mainly Eddie, but then we don't really call him Ed.
Or little Ted.
Oh, little Ted, yeah.
It's moments like these this family cherishes. That's because they almost didn't happen. Ruby, 11, and Stella, 8, not only survived a car crash, but incredibly managed to save their pregnant mum and ultimately Eddie.
We just saw her drop to the window and then we yelled mum like a couple of times, but we know she didn't answer because she usually always answers us. So then we're like, something's wrong.
We were just driving up the bypass to come actually to my parents' house, and I started to feel a bit faint in the car, and I couldn't pull over because I was at a set of lights.
It was July last year, near Newcastle, north of Sydney. Sarah was 7 months pregnant and driving Ruby and Stella to visit their grandma. Charlotte was at school.
And I said to the girls, I'm not feeling very well. And that's all I sort of said. And I got through the set of lights and I was going to pull over. And then that's all I remember.
Travelling at 60 kilometres an hour, Sarah fainted for reasons relating to her pregnancy.
The girls said they started to talk to me and I didn't respond. They took their seatbelts off and jumped through the middle of the car, the middle front seat, and grabbed the steering wheel. They were beeping the horn because we went on to the other side of the road and there was oncoming traffic. Then they took us off the road and ended up hitting a tree.
At 50 kilometres an hour, they're speeding toward a tree after knocking down a speed sign, then crashing.
I was still unconscious and they were just screaming at me, thinking, like trying to wake me up, and they were hysterical. The police walked behind us and saw the whole thing and they said that the girls saved our lives. Yeah, definitely.
The girls, bruised but okay. Mum and Bub, not so.
I had to end up delivering him by emergency Caesar because I had a partial placenta abruption from just the impact of the car accident. And he was born 10 weeks early and spent 7 weeks in NICU.
Felt like
Shocked.
scared,
Never thought it would actually happen.
and worried.
How did you react and what did you do in that moment?
All we heard was ding ding against the window, and then so we started screaming and then got onto the wheel.
I bipped the horn to know cars that something was happening, and then I was trying to look for phone and brake.
As brave as Ruby and Stella were in that moment, the incident did leave them a little shaken. It took them a while to feel comfortable getting back in the car with Mum again. They say just driving past here still gives them the chills.
To open the driver's door and see Sarah there in the way that she was and those girls being so distressed, it was a very confronting and traumatic scene.
Ruby and Stella's bravery is being recognised by New South Wales Police, nominated for an award. Senior Constable Sarah Cooper witnessed the crash.
That's come up there. They not only saved their mother's life and their little baby brother's life, but they also saved the lives of many other road users and members of the public that day.
Do you feel brave? Do you feel like heroes?
Yeah.
And how do you feel about getting a bravery award?
Good.
That's pretty cool. I don't know anyone with a bravery award except for you girls.
Gee, we're so lucky that we even thought to do that.
When Eddie did finally come home from hospital, the moment was extra special.
We were just so excited to see him, and finally he was home. I was about to cry. He was so cute and tiny.
How's Eddie going now?
Luckily, we've just had no issues with him since, thank goodness. And he's a healthy little boy now, so very lucky.
And your girls, they're the bravest little girls in the world.
Yeah. Usually you say keep your seatbelt on because, you know, that's what you got to do in the car, and they did the opposite, but it was obviously a natural instinct, and yeah, so proud of him.
Oh wow, and that little Eddie, he's going to owe his big sisters for the rest of his life, I reckon. I don't know many adults who would have acted so quickly in such a distressing moment. They are such superstars, and we think very deserving of that bravery award.